Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown. It's funny, there's other videos that I'm doing right now, well, that I did on other channels, and I haven't even uploaded them yet. Because I haven't done like a part 2 to it or a part 3 to it yet. So, but just getting my gears going too, because I was just watching a Ron Jamal video. I'm not even done with it. The truth about Black history, basically. But he was talking about dark matter, and yes, dark matter is is us basically. We're the dark matter. We're the physically embodiment of dark matter. And when we go to the spirit world, basically we could be wherever we want in the spirit world anyways, but in our true form we're just orbs. And then when you go to more of what we are, it's literally just darkness. That's what it is. You know? That's what it is. Why do you think? And then also in ancient times, some of us were blue, green, or red, and some other colors too. Why do you think they call us color people? They didn't call us color people because we look like this. They call us color people because we look like crayons. All right, it's true. It is true. But even when you go to school, they tell you that just by the fucking crayons. Look, guys, they go deep. They don't care. Any merchandise that you get, anything, they go deep on it. They don't give a fuck. You live in their world. They can do what the fuck they want. If they make a sofa that has 666 on it and you don't notice it, they'll make it. Just for example, for crying out loud, the arms could be sixes and you won't even notice it. But then you reverse it, it's a nine. You see that? You see how they play? You gotta look at that too. Because what's nine? Nine ether. We're nine ether. We're nine ether beings. Okay? Literally. My wavy, curly, it's not afro hair yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I just haven't like combed it and like I just haven't done that at all. Because obviously when you do that, it does grow more faster. So it's just what it is. Plus I haven't found my comb. It's just there's other brushes and all that. I could use those, but a comb is way better. I mean, our brothers and sisters use combs. We use combs, man. So seriously, we made those shits and we made them out of gold back then. All right, but going back, um, dark matter is very important because without it, nothing won't be here. Basically, same thing with carbon. Look at the plants. We're closer to plants than anything, guys. Color people are closer to plants than anything. Then what about color people? I mean, what about non-color people? I already made videos about that, so I don't have to say it here. you know, um, but that's why I made a whole video about it. And I think you guys should know. You guys should know who you guys are. You know, when I found out who you guys are and who what my people are, I'm just like, yo, this shit goes deep. No wonder the government suppresses us and all this shit. Yo, like, I'm serious, man. Like, it all made sense. You know, I knew, I knew that the whole what they were showing you in movies that's true and all that shit. Because I knew that we were superheroes back then, basically, quote unquote superheroes. They would say that superpowers and all that shit, but it was natural to us. We had all of these abilities and shit that were our own. Okay, so they didn't mind. They didn't mind it. I mean, they didn't mind it. They saw it and they were scared. We we didn't mind it because it was just natural to us. You know, they just call it superpowers. Oh, you got superpowers, and we're like, uh huh. Oh, I never thought of it that way. You know, and then some of them probably grew in ego, probably like Zeus. He made them, and then when they praised him, hey, look at that! Look, he has all these superpowers. And the thing is, I recently shared a picture of Mary and Jesus, and they're carbon. They look like a brother and a sister, and she's holding him as a baby, but around them is like clouds and lightning around it. When I saw that shit, I'm like, lightning. Who does lightning associate to with, guys? Zeus. Every time you see a bolt of lightning, it is Zeus. The symbol, I mean. they have to tell you it. But the reason they use Greek for the lightning is because a lot of people think that the Greek mythology is not real. And you look at that story and you look at other civilizations of other stories, it matches well. I don't. Most people are like, yeah, because they got it from those stories. I'm like, you just answer what you just answered your own question, and yet you're being ignorant still. I don't get people, man. I really don't get people. It's true. Look, in this video, Roger Moore said that like they found like a guy found a way to harness dark matter. I need to go back and watch it again. But if that is true, I thought they were not gonna do that shit. But it came from a brother. No shit. The only way they could have got dark matter is from a brother that knows how to get dark matter. Of course. Of course. Of course. Wait, how come we didn't tell Zeus? Ah, you see? Now the tables have turned. Now you're probably thinking, you're right. Why the fuck? Think about it. Think about it. And you up telling you still want to work with him? I just told you something. You're probably going to look at him and be like, grab him. Come on. You don't think that's not going to happen, Zeus? Come on. Come on. You're talking to the CHUCKY here. Alright? I know how these fucking reptiles work, man. They betray each other in a heartbeat if they can. They make alliances, too. Sometimes they're enemies, sometimes they're best friends, and sometimes they all work together to take a common goal out. And to be honest, when you really look at that, if they weren't doing that sex trafficking, eating children and shit, to be honest, when you look at that, that's very noble in a way. That's like in a way heroic in a way. But they're eating babies and doing sex trafficking, so they're fucking crazy and they need to be stopped. The thing is too, like when you hear about some of these abilities that these Dracos have without, killing other beings to do it, you'd be like, they don't have to do this. They're already unique as they are. What the fuck? And I'm like, I know. They just don't care. They just don't care. I'm talking about the wicked ones. They just don't care. They just don't care. They don't care. Because you saw a great opportunity. Live long forever. And I'm like, you already live forever, dude. What's wrong with you? Once you start eating babies, you don't have a soul. You became closer to these orcs, but some of these orcs are not even fucking. You don't even know Caucasians. Some Caucasian people around here that are walking around shit don't know what the fuck really is going on around here. Hell, I didn't know what the fuck was going on around here, and I'm a fucking brother here, basically, And half of all people are like that too. And when you want to wake people up, it's like, it's yesterday, guys. I cried. I spent time to myself just thinking and all that, and I cried. I was spent time with the universe, just meditating, and I just cried, and I was in anger too. not in anger, but in like in pissed off. And it is a difference to me. It is a difference between being angry and pissed off, because when you're pissed off, you're just done. You're done. You're just done. You're done. You're done. And you don't want to fucking deal with it. This is bullshit. And then I literally told myself, I'm like, the people that have been telling me that, oh, like, oh, whatever, you're lying and all this shit. I just want to tell you this. You are turning back on the kids that have been eaten and raped. Okay? I sat there and I told the universe that, and I cried and I was pissed off even more. I actually, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what happened around me, because I screamed inside so loud and so pissed off that I knew I did something. I cracked something around here. Probably not around. Probably not in my area, but somewhere, probably in Boston or in the Pacific or somewhere, because I did something. I told you wicked beings to not fuck with me, and yet you just. I'm not saying you're fucking with me. I'm just saying, highly in general. It's just when you fuck with nature, you're pissing me off, because I am nature. We're part of the universe. We are dark matter beings, and you're trying to you. The biggest thing that they were trying to do is they were trying to harness. I mean, the only way they can harness us is by these physical vessels if we let them. Yes, that's kind of how that works, but not all the time, obviously, because they have their own free will too, so they could just take also, which they have been doing. So there you go. Um, because at the end of the day, and the reason they did what they did is because everyone has their own free will in the cosmos, and they did what they did, but they knew the consequences, and they didn't care. They didn't care. They laughed at it. Who's laughing now? Now you're scattering like fucking cockroaches. Seriously. But they apparently they can harness dark matter now, but at the time they couldn't, from what I heard, and it made sense because the only way they could is by the physical vessels, and that's why they could feed off of us and everything. It could be like a thing in the dark crystal why they're looking at the crystal and they're using its essence to get more, because they're feeding the crystal too. They're like using the crystal's energy as an essence. But that's why the crystal is all dark and purple and everything like that, because it's been out of its essence. Then you have Mother Olga being in pain and everything like that. So let me okay. Oh, look at that. I still have it on private. I think I do. Yes, I do. I just want to make sure. But when it comes to dark matter beings, we need to know who we are. Obviously, know thyself, and know that these beings try to do anything they can to know you, because they want to. The reason they want to grab dark matter, like I said, is because they want to know how you fucking walk. They don't know how you walk. They don't know where you came from. Basically, they are confused. They are baffled of how you walk. And if they told you, you'd be like, yeah, right, I don't walk that way. And they're going to be like, yes, you do. That's why we'll be killing you, slaughtering you all these years. And then you're going to be standing back like, what the fuck? Be like, yeah, why do you think slavery happened? That's why we hung you on trees. That's why we raped your kids and fucked your wives and fucked you in front of them. If they were telling you the truth right there and then like that, trust me, if you had them in the corner and you want to tell them the truth, they would have told you. They would have told you. Flat out. And they wouldn't give a fuck. They would have laughed at it, because they knew that they knew either you would be fucked up in the mind because you don't know none of this, Or I don't know. It depends how your brain will react to it. You might lash out, or you might just cry like a bitch, or you just might stand back and be shocked. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know how your brain will react. And some people around here will probably still think it's fake, but then they will be laughing at you. Then you'll be like, why are you laughing? Eventually, your common sense has to kick in. Either that, you don't have a soul either. Oh, a spirit. Then you're just hollow. You're a hollow husk that's going to die. That's what happens. That's what happens. You're not even going to become a robot or a bot. That's too good for you, to be honest. Yeah, I said it. That's too good for you. Because then you still be active and moving. You're just a hollow body of a husk that's going to wither away like these adrenochrome motherfuckers. Right? Normal people cannot be like that. It's impossible. You have to love something, like a child or something. Or something. Call, I don't give a fuck. But that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know I probably should have went more in depth, but this is just what just I'm just getting my thoughts. Really just my thoughts. It's not really in depth of dark matter or anything like that. Trust me, someone can do that way better than me. Are you crazy? I'm just here to fight.